It's the gilt on the gingerbread, the icing on the cake. It's monuments and mirror glass, the city's on the make. The devil takes a hindmost and no one counts the cost. It's such a sweet seduction. Love. You could call it ambition, but someone whispered greed. Don't want you for a friend if you're a friend in need. Not gonna tell the truth if you swallow a lie. I want the icing on the cake. Love.
Oh, yes, very good. Mashed my hand against the wall. Might as well break that as well.
Stop moaning, Rex. We're only trying to help.
Help? Oh, the Baryshnikov here is about as much help as Juniper's on a motorway.
I'm very sorry. He's not usually like this.
Olivia?
Hello, Rex.
Oh, congratulations, you remembered my name.
How could I forget?
I want to thank you for your sincere care and sympathy. All those get well cards when I was in hospital. Oh, it's a wonder the post office could cope.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Sorry, Olivia.
It's all right. It's good to see he hasn't lost his sense of humour.
I take it the black isn't for my benefit.
Today was your father's funeral. Had you forgotten?
Oh, yes, of course. They get him planted this time then, did they? He didn't pop up and say it was all a joke.
It was a simple ceremony.
Still, you must be relieved. No more excursions to the funny farm. Good riddance, eh?
Just stop it, Rex.
Oh, I'm just trying to be honest. He's dead and buried, and nobody's going to miss him.
So, how was my funeral? Fine. Sorry to have missed it. Missed the last one as well. Well, tell me all about it.
Not much to tell, really.
Of course there is. Come on. Who was there?
A few people.
I didn't ask how many, Giles. I asked who.
There was me, Olivia, and Maxine.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, to be expected, I suppose.
I guess so.
I mean, Rex would have been there if he hadn't been in hospital.
Yeah, sure.
How was Olivia? She cry? All good mothers are supposed to cry at their son's funeral.
It's hard to tell. She had one of those lacy things on her face.
Tell me about Maxine. How about her?
Come on, Aaron, give her a rest. Can't we talk about something else, like when we're going to get things moving?
Don't panic, Giles. It'll all happen in its own good time. Tell me about Maxine. Is she sad?
I don't know why they make you wear black at funerals. It looks so depressing. Be a darling and get my car out, would you? I'm running dreadfully late.
Certainly, Mrs. Redfern.
Well, I still don't see why you went. I don't know, really. I suppose I felt I had to. Pay one's last respects,
It's a pity you didn't make it to Dad's funeral. It was very moving.
I'm sure. Also, I wanted to see who was there. It was a bit disappointing. Olivia was there, looking like some Easter Island statue, and Giles, his usual shifty self.
Oh, I thought it was very good of you to make the effort, Max. I'm sure he would have appreciated it.
Morning.
Good afternoon.
Good morning, Maxine. Did we have a lovely time at the funeral?
Fine, thank you. Shouldn't you be at work or something?
I'm not going in until this afternoon, all right? I'm sure Gloss won't miss me until then.
The mood you've been in over the last few weeks, I don't think they'd miss you if you spontaneously combusted.
Maybe that isn't such a bad idea.
Oh, I thought the last one was dull. This one's duller than the dullest thing ever.
Oh, I'm sure Magda knows what she's doing. Doesn't she, Panic?
I believe she has a strategy for relocating the publication in the marketplace. Whether the stratagem is the correct option can really only be determined by consumer reaction.
What? If no one buys the magazine, we're sunk.
Quite so.
You don't seriously expect to call this Gloss and sell it, do you?
Well, apparently so.
Pretentious swill.
Well, if anyone would know about pretentious swill, it would be you.
Morning.
Hi.
Hi.
Jasmine, do you have a moment?
What for?
It's about a fashion shoot.
Oh, I've got a lifetime.
See, I've done this article, The Cult of the DJ, profile on the clubland scene. I wanted to tie it in with a fashion shoot, and was wondering if you'd help set it up.
Wow, it's brilliant.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, look, compared to what we're doing on Glossitors, Magda wouldn't understand fashion if it bit her on the ankle. I mean, she says I can have a fashion quarterly, but will she give me the money for it? Not a chance. I can't wait till I open my float tank centre and get out of this dump.
Good morning, Jasmine.
Magda. Leave this with me, Justin.
Thanks, Jasmine. You're a treasure.
Oh, sit down, easy. Listen, Shelley, Magda's very tough. She can handle a bit of criticism. No sweat.
Help you?
Damien, isn't it?
Oh, suddenly I'm surrounded by comedians.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just been so long since we've seen you at the zoo office. I thought maybe you'd gone off to set a little empire up somewhere. I see you have. Not that anyone misses you. Bye.
See ya. Secret Life of Maxine Redfern. Clawed her way to the top.
I thought Mum had banned that particular publication from the house.
She has. Oh, I feel awful, Chelsea. I thought Paul Harper was an honourable man, but he's twisted my words and now he's driven a wedge between me and Maxine with all his lies. I'm scared she's going to hold a grudge against me forever. Well, what am I going to do?
Oh, apologising might be a good start.
No, I've tried that.
Of course you have, but have you done it the right way? If you want Mum to listen, you've got to sit her down and make damn sure that the message gets through.
Do you know what? You're right, I'll do just that. I'll make her listen. Oh, you're a very sensible girl, Chelsea.
Oh, thank you.
You probably take after me in that. Have you got a boyfriend? You should have a boyfriend, being so sensible and pretty.
Well, yes.
Hey, what's his name?
Damien. He works with us at zoo.
Hello, sis.
Alistair, what are you doing here?
Oh, you know me. Always popping up in the most unexpected places. Actually, I've come to see Gemma.
I wouldn't bother if I were you. She's been in a bad mood all week.
I'll risk it.
It's nice to see you. Oh, you two haven't met yet, have you?
No, I don't think so.
Alistair Redfern, this is Cheryl Gravestock.
Hi.
Mum's sister.
Maxine's sister?
You can call me Auntie Cheryl.
You're kidding.
That's what I said.
I'm pleased to meet you.
Actually, I saw you at that meeting. I'm terribly sorry about what happened and everything, but I'm sure it'll all turn out for the best in the end.
Gemma?
Hello, Alistair.
Got a moment?
No, actually, I've got a meeting.
It won't take long.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry, Auntie Cheryl, but I really do need to speak to Gemma.
Oh.
Alone?
Oh, of course, darling. It's all right. We'll have oodles of time to get to know each other. Now that I've moved in.
I'll look forward to it.
Come on, Auntie Cheryl.
What do you want?
To talk?
What about?
The divorce.
What?
I think it's time we sat down and talked about our divorce. We can't put it off much longer, you know.
This campaign is in a totally impossible situation.
I agree. While we sit around and do nothing, it is a totally impossible situation. Look, Maxine, you can't just ease out of this thing. If you're retiring from the race, you've got to come right out and you've got to say so.
What are you suggesting? That I get up there and eat crow for them all to see?
No, just issue a press release saying that we've withdrawn for personal reasons.
The wimp out.
The dignified way out.
But not my way out. If I'm going down, I'm going to go down in a blaze of glory, and I'm going to take some of those so-called journalists with me.
And what good will that serve?
Well, make me feel better for a start. I mean, they set out to get me. They treated my family like a bunch of sideshow freaks.
So you're going to tell them this, eh?
Damn right I am.
And what happens next time?
What next time?
The next time you decide to step out in public. And don't say there won't be a next time. I know you too well. Look, if you alienate them now, they'll come back and haunt you later.
I'm not grovelling.
Oh, heaven forbid. So, what we're looking for is a way for you to exit with dignity.
While telling them what a bunch of low-life scumbags they are.
Should be a piece of cake.
This shouldn't be too complicated. I mean, it's not as if we were married long enough to accumulate that many common assets. Anyway, I've taken the liberty of drawing up a preliminary schedule to determine what's what and who's who. I hope you don't mind. Gemma?
Sorry?
The schedule? I realize this must be hard for you, too. It's taken me ages to realize that you can't hide from the inevitable. I guess it was a Rex thing that swung it. Made me decide to get my life in order. Fight all my legal battles at once. Not that I see too many troubles here. I mean, there are grounds for irreconcilable differences. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. Alistair, why are we talking about this now? Aren't there other things to be thinking about?
It's been the isolation, I suppose. Not being able to come home, see Mum and Chelsea because you were here. I've been needing their support during
What
the
do you mean you haven't been home? You've been here?
Not for weeks.
Yes, you have. You must have.
Last time I was here, the cops found the evidence in my car. I haven't been back since.
Don't play games with me, Alistair. I know it was you
What was me?
who ransacked my room.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Was something taken? Have you called the police?
No. Nothing was taken. Listen, I've got to go. I've got a meeting.
What about the divorce?
Later, Alistair, later!
It's only half an hour. Surely Mr. Big Shock can spare half an hour.
I told you, I've got an appointment in town.
Oh, you've always got an appointment in town. So much for the Redfern job, taking second place to what you're meant to be doing, running my business.
Look, while Alistair's got other things on his mind, I have to spend more time in town, okay?
Oh, well, I better not hold you up then. I'll deal with it, just like everything else.
Bye, Gran.
Off you go.
Hello, Olivia. Goodbye, Olivia.
Goodbye, Chris. Oh, impossible boy. I hope he's more used to your brood than he is round here.
I'm sure he is.
So, how was the funeral?
Quiet.
Yes, well, funerals are generally like that.
I mean, there was hardly anybody there. Including, I believe, Bryce.
What do you mean, it wasn't Bryce they buried? Oh, don't be ridiculous, woman.
I stood there watching. As they lowered the casket, I was sure Bryce wasn't inside.
Who on earth was?
I don't know.
Sure you haven't been at the Sherry? I mean, it does sound a tad preposterous.
He did it in 1963. What's to stop him doing it again?
Yeah, I'll be there. Bye. Maxine wants a meeting. Apparently Rex got out of the hospital today and she wants us to get together to discuss business developments. You fancy coming?
Not just yet.
Another day of nodding and smiling. I don't know why you don't just grease them. Pay him back for stealing your money.
But you stole my money too, Giles. I had you forgotten about that.
Well, yeah, but,
Sit down, Giles. I think it's time we had a bit of a chat. 47 million. You took my money. Maxine and Rex and you.
They came to me. They forced me into it.
Now, come on, don't lie, Giles. It doesn't become you. See, I remember when you visited me in prison, bringing those tales of doom and gloom and getting me to give up my account number. Hey, that was a very good performance. Not good enough to fool me, mind you, but very good nonetheless. See, you are a very talented person, Giles. You can run rings around Maxine and Rex if you want to. All you got to do is keep up that performance of yours. That should be easy enough.
I guess so.
It'll be a breeze. Why do you think I let you take my money? Because I knew that you had my best interests at heart.
Well, hey, if anything, the fortune's grown.
And just as well, because there's nothing left in Phoenix. Did a real wrecking job there. Very clever indeed. It's just a shame that you had to go and make one really dumb mistake. You wrote it down. You took my money and you wrote down how you did it and you gave it to your lawyer. And it was a really dumb move, Giles.
How did you know about the letters?
Come on, Giles. Hey, I know everything about you.
Only 3 more days. 3 more days till it's here.
Sorry?
The prototype flotation tank. It's steaming its way across the Tasman, even as we speak.
On its own accord?
No, on a ship.
Of course.
Then when it gets here, I've got this firm all ready to make me 2 more based on the first one.
Like clones?
Exactly. And then they're going to be installed in this dinky little Herne Bay villa that I'm having renovated.
All this sounds very expensive.
Well, Panic, you've got to spend money to make money.
You're so wise at times.
That DJ's article Justin gave you. You still got it?
Sure.
And you haven't started it yet, have you?
No? Why?
Because you would have been wasting your time, that's why. You see, we've decided to drop it.
Oh, that's a shame. It's really great.
Yes, it is. It's a real shame, that is.
There you go.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Oh, looks like the final demand on your credit card again.
Oh, just you wait. Soon they'll be begging me to take a platinum one.
Gemma?
I had no option. They were trying to give me the elbow. I had to stop them.
I understand. Honestly, I do. I understand. However, you've got to look at things from my point of view. Now, we live in a very dangerous world. Giles, you could be crossing Queen Street tomorrow and you get hit by a bus. Exit Giles, stage left. Then those letters reach their designated targets. And Maxine and Rex, they go to jail. But what about me? I mean, I can hardly pop up and say, yoo-hoo, I'm back and I want my money. You see, being dead does have its disadvantages. And then the money is passed on to some bureaucrat to administer. And you can bet Auckland to a paling fence that he's going to lose the lot within 6 months. Now, I can't afford for that to happen. And I will not let it happen. Giles, I've got to have those letters.
You must think I'm really stupid. Yeah, it is a dangerous world. I've seen it with my own eyes, and I've seen the way you operate. Yeah, I could get hit by a bus. And I suppose Brad just slipped and bumped his head, eh? Those letters are my insurance policy. Without them, what's to stop you knocking me off?
Trust.
Trust?
I trusted you, Giles. I trusted you with my money.
Yeah, but you didn't have a choice, did you?
Of course I did. I mean, I could have had you killed then and there.
No way, Aaron. I've got stuff all power as it is. Without those letters, I've got none.
I'm the power. We got all the power we need. We're going to wipe Maxine and Rex off the face of the planet. Look, I need you, Giles. You're my link to the outside world. You want to talk about trust? Why don't you kill me? Now, come on. No one's going to know, because I'm dead already, remember? Why don't you do it? I won't stop you. I trust you, Giles. And I need you. Hey. Come on, cheer up. It's going to be like the old days.
I've got to go to the office.
Giles, I must have those letters.
Gemma, you're in with a rich family. Do they pay tax?
How the hell should I know?
Well, I would Well, pardon me for breathing. Boy, the sooner I get out of this dump, the better. Not only is this becoming the most boring publication around, you can't even get a civil word out of anyone anymore.
Oh, for pity's sake, Jasmine, stop your moaning and play with your crayons.
Why?
Sorry?
Oh, what's the point? It's not as if I do anything. Well, anything worthwhile.
You think so?
Yes, I do. We may as well not run fashion anymore. We could use the space to run more boring articles that are so long no one's ever finished one.
And is this the general opinion? Do we all share the views of our little lotus blossom over here?
I do tend to wonder if we aren't being a bit premature in some of our changes.
Oh, do you? Well, tough, because I'm the editor here. Not you, not Maxine, not anybody else. But do you think that I can get the loyalty an editor expects of her staff? Oh, not a chance. For all you lot care, I might as well be a piece of cheese sitting behind that desk. Well, if you don't want to work here, just say so, because I'll gladly fire the lot of you.
Boy, are her biorhythms at an all-time low.
Something's bugging her. I can remember when she used to be fun.
Want to talk about?
No, go away.
Sorry, I don't think it works that way. What's meant to happen is you say, okay, tell me everything, feel a lot better, And thank me for being such a sensitive and understanding person.
Thank you for being such a sensitive and understanding person. Now go away.
This just isn't working, is it? Perhaps a story might help.
Panic, this is not play school.
It's about a female journalist, not a million miles from this room. One who could tear a colleague's story to shreds with a single barbed line and, in what was one of her best features, take it when someone did the same to her. She would never ever fall apart over a mere trifling comment.
Pretty useless story, if you ask me.
But a pertinent one. Now, are you going to talk to me, or do I have to start all over again?
You've heard of Sean Mitchell?
Sports writer. Worked on Gloss. I thought he was dead.
So did I.
Chris,
What's going on?
just a little party for a few personal friends of Maxine.
Oh, thank you.
No, all on the house.
Oh, fair enough.
Yes, she's a very generous woman, even in defeat.
Maxine Redfern defeated. That'll be the day.
Yeah, that's the point. Excuse me, some guests. Come on, lads.
Sorry I'm late, mate.
G'day, Gavin.
Look, we better shake a leg. We cast off in 30 minutes. You, me, some very beautiful women, and several of the richest men in this country. All aboard an extremely well-appointed launch, all with the same thing in mind, to win a lot more money.
Oh, it's a tough life on the ocean waves.
So long as it's not so choppy as to upset the roulette. Oh, you have got your well-endowed checkbook. You should always come to it.
I won't be needing it, mate. Not today.
I know exactly how you feel.
Paul Harper. I loved your piece on Maxine, by the way. That was the best New Zealand fiction I've read since The Bone People.
Oh, I'm flattered. I didn't think it'd get me an invitation to free drinks with a ladyship.
Strange world, isn't it?
Well, Sean, I saw him. For once in my life, I just didn't know what to do. Then I realized how stupid I looked, and I went back and had my hair done.
It looks very nice.
Thank you.
You sure it was him?
It had to be him. But then why isn't he dead? And why hasn't he told me that he's alive? Oh, Panic, I don't know. I'm just so confused. I don't know what to think anymore. Hence my little CNET out there.
They've probably forgotten it already.
Liar.
Yes.
What am I going to do?
I suspect you already know that.
I guess I could always emigrate to Ecuador.
No good. The inflation rate is terrible.
I have to go back, don't I?
Yes.
Don't tell anyone.
They'd think I was odd.
Well, I'll bring the papers round this afternoon. Yes, Giles will be there. What did they do to you in hospital? You sound positively tetchy. I'm worried about the business too, Rex. We'll talk later. Have a good day. What do you want?
I want to talk. Sister to sister.
Sounds positively revolting. Look, I've got an appointment in a few minutes. Can't he wait?
No.
5 minutes.
Well, for the past few days, you've been treating me as though I didn't exist.
I should be so lucky.
And I know why you're behaving that way. You're annoyed about that article. And rightly so. But I didn't mean any harm, Maxine. If it was my fault that that man tricked me, then I apologise. I just hope you can find the space in your heart to forgive me, because whether you like it or not, Maxine, we're family. And if a family is to remain strong, there must be forgiveness, because without forgiveness, Maxine, the bonds of love that keep
Enough! Enough! So you're sorry, then?
Yes, I am, Maxine.
Good. Come with me.
Where to?
We're going to see some journalists.
Oh, no.
No, don't worry. This time I'll be doing the talking.
Panic?
Yes?
Peter, what went on in Magda's office?
Ah.
While you were in talking to her?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
It's a secret.
Well, we can keep a secret. Yes.
But if I tell you, then I can't keep a secret, which rather nullifies the reason for the secret in the first place. I mean, if I tell you, I may as well tell the whole world. So unworthy would I be of keeping the secret.
We're not going to get anywhere, are we? Yes, I'll just put you through.
Hello? Gemma!
Jimmy Redfern. Who is this?
did I surprise you? I'm sorry, I thought you might have figured it out. Who else but Alistair's lawyer is in a position to piece everything together? At first, it didn't make a lot of sense. Oh, I knew Alistair hadn't done it, but who else? That was the question. And then I remembered the day you hit me. Well, that was the day you took the gloves, wasn't it? A pity, really. If you hadn't have lost control for that one moment, we wouldn't be talking now, would we? So I took a long shot. I stole Alistair's keys. I figured there might be something interesting to find at your place. But never in a million years did I expect such wonderful photographs. Who knows what would happen if they fell into the wrong hands?
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Well, we've put her on the back foot. The thing now is to keep her there. Are you sure your little visit this morning worked?
Positive. All she was thinking about was the photographs. Divorce was the last thing on her mind. And when I told her I hadn't been near the place in weeks, her jaw dropped so quickly I thought she was going to dislocate it.
Good. Good. She has to think I'm operating alone. You, she can deal with. She can go to the police, claim you're harassing her. It'd undermine our whole case. But me, I'm the unknown factor. She won't be able to deal with that for a while. Which means keeping the pressure on her. Which also means another little visit. Tonight.
You're actually enjoying this, aren't you?
Suppose I am. The thrill of the hunt and all that.
Yeah, but, guess who's pegged out as bait?
Do you want to stop?
Of course I don't. It was my idea, wasn't it?
Then you're going to have to get a lot tougher, Alistair, because we've got a long way to go yet.
I know that, but there's no need to treat it like a game. This isn't Trivial Pursuits we're talking about here. This is my life.
Okay. It's just my tenacious legal brain getting carried away again. We'll get her, Alistair.
With such a tenacious legal brain on my side, she doesn't stand a chance.
Now, just stand by me and don't say a word.
Beautiful. You ready? Ladies and gentlemen of the press, could you please make way for Maxine Redfern and her sister Cheryl.
Maxine, Cheryl.
Good afternoon, fellow members of the Fourth Estate, comrades. Well, as you've probably guessed, this is the part in the script where I ride off into the sunset. Now, it would be very easy for me to get bitter and twisted over this nightmare. And if I was to become bitter and twisted, I would probably blame you. Because I really did enter this race with the very best of intentions to clean up the city, care for the kids, comfort the aged. Oh, I know you've all heard these platitudes a million times. But in my case, I really meant them. Not that the public ever got a chance to decide this for themselves. Oh, now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the reporting of my campaign was in any way inadequate, exaggerated, biased, or even scandalous. Hey, I've been in this business long enough to know that a story about Maxine Redfern's sordid past sells newspapers. Her policy on the homeless doesn't. And who really cares that my sister had to receive therapy? So traumatized was she that her story was wickedly twisted. But that's journalism, isn't it? And so I hereby withdraw my candidacy. You've had a field day at my expense, but you'll have to find fresh copy from now on. So, my fellow scribes, dig in. This will be the last free entertainment you receive from Maxine Redfern until I decide what I'm going to do next.
Magda, darling.
Hello, Clive.
So you don't like it then?
Like what?
Your hair, darling, your hair. You were only in here, it seems like yesterday.
Oh, the hair's fine. I was just wondering if I could sit down.
Offer you anything. Come on out the back and we'll have a wee glass of wine.
Well, I'd like to sit there, actually.
There?
Yes. So I can see the street.
Oh.
If that's all right, that is.
Oh, you sit yourself down, love.
must be catching.
Like a karmic epidemic.
But who will it strike next?
Well, not me. My life is full of positive energy at the moment.
Oh, here you go, Zoo.
What?
What's the matter with Gemma?
She's a pain in the bum.
She's positively radiating ill will.
You should see her at home.
If she comes anywhere near me, I'll vomit.
Absolutely.
The last issue. Next time out, it's full colour, national distribution, and a new format.
Not before time.
How's it going?
Well, most of it's brilliant. It's certainly gratifying to be able to buy what you want for a change.
Oh, welcome to the big time.
Welcome to the real world. There is one small problem.
What?
Justin. Look, just read this. It's his DJ's article. When he brought it in for Jasmine to have a look over, I picked it up for a browse. It was just as well I did.
It's garbage.
Exactly.
I mean, what is he talking about? Some of this makes no sense whatsoever.
It gets worse. Well, he's usually quite an adequate journalist. Could do a rewrite, but until the first issue's out, the liaison with Gloss is going to be very time-consuming.
No, you better stay here. Oh, this is truly dreadful.
We're going to have to dump it, aren't we?
I'm afraid so.
Good man. Thank you.
So, apart from those contracts and the initial loss of confidence, we seem to have survived the rumour scare without too much damage. We're okay.
Well, we'd have been okay a lot sooner and with far less pain if you had been more supportive.
Likewise without your political wild goose chase.
Then you'll be pleased to know it's been called off, won't you?
Oh, praise the Lord. At least now we're not going to have nosy journalists poking through the company history. So how's the satellite deal shaping? Pardon?
Didn't Giles tell you? I canned it.
You what?
She canned it.
The satellite dish plans had been stolen, and you knew that. If that fact had been revealed...
I don't believe this.
And it would have been, then the company would have been damaged beyond repair.
We're talking about millions of dollars.
Then we would have had nosy journalists digging around the company's history.
Are you sure it had nothing to do with your political career, Max?
Positive, Giles.
Rubbish! You panicked. You axed a multi-million-dollar deal for the sake of some non-existent shot at the mayoralty. What is it with this family? If one of you isn't biffing me off a cliff, another one's trying to bankrupt me.
Nothing has been proven against Alistair, and it never will.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Maxine. He hates my guts. Who the hell else would it be?
Given your standing in society, I can think of 100 possible suspects.
Yeah, well, I didn't arrest them!
Maybe this is the time to flag this meeting away, eh? Personally, I can't really see us achieving too much more.
You're right. When Ironside here has returned to his normal state of mere petulance, then maybe we'll be able to agree on something.
Oh, you're too kind, Maxine. It's in moments like this I can understand why Aaron was so attracted to you.
When you mention Aaron, I can see where you get your charm and your tact from.
Yeah, well, at least we agree on one thing. We're better off without him.
You know, Rex, I hate it when I have to agree with you.
Bye. Don't catch the plague on your way home.
Just love a happy working environment.
I'm thinking of taking my holidays here.
How's it going?
Fine. How's it going with you?
No, I mean the article, the one I gave you this morning.
Oh, well, I thought it was dropped.
What?
That's what he told me.
Oh, thanks anyway.
Information flow crisis. I've seen it a million times.
Why did the DJ's piece get dropped?
Not good enough, not enough space. Take your pick.
Was good enough.
Well, then I guess there wasn't enough space.
Call it a wild stab in the dark, but you don't exactly like me a hell of a lot, do you?
Oh, I'm your #1 fan.
Why? You're Mr. Big Shot on the magazine, and you've got Chelsea. I'm perfectly happy to steer clear of you whenever possible. So why do you want me out?
Because you're a threat, and you'll have to go.
Maybe that won't be so easy.
Good evening, Plus. Yes, hold a sec.
Jasmine.
For you.
Oh, thanks. Hello? Yes, this is she. Yes. What? Oh!
Jasmine!
Meeting over.
No, we're playing hide and seek, and I'm counting to 20.
It's good to see your mood's improved. Olivia back here?
She's upstairs, hanging from the rafters. She really shouldn't get out in the daylight, you know. Oh, look, leave that, will you? Rita can do it.
Well, you're obviously not in the right frame of mind to be making business decisions. I told you it was too soon to get back into it.
Oh, thank you very much, the happy homemaker. Maxine should give you an advice column at Gloss.
What is it with you men? You stub your toe and you act like your leg's been amputated. Sneeze and it's pneumonia. You really are the worst patients in the world.
Your caring bedside manner really touches me. I get shoved off a cliff and you're talking about stubbed toes.
I know how badly you've been injured. Still no reason to behave like that.
I'll behave how I damn well want.
You really don't care about me, do you?
Oh, don't be stupid.
In fact, you don't give a damn. Why did you marry me?
Eh?
Why are you treating me like this, Rex? Are you doing this because I signed the money back to Olivia?
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Why did you marry me, Rex? Out of spite?
Jasmine, what's the matter?
Move your lips, Jasmine.
Jasmine, who was on the phone?
The phone.
Yes.
A ship.
There was a ship on the phone.
Company.
Shipping company.
The one bringing over your flotation tanks. What happened?
Sank.
The ship sank.
It fell overboard.
The ship fell overboard.
No, the tank fell overboard.
In the container. And sank.
The tank sank.
It's not funny.
Sorry, but, I mean, it's not the end of the world. You can pick up another tank with the insurance money.
Oh.
Jasmine, you are insured.
No. I'm bankrupt. Oh.
Enjoy a little meeting?
Not really.
Why not? I would have.
I bet you would.
Did you bring me the letters?
Look, Aaron, why don't we just do without him? Just let it be, eh?
Look, I've explained all that. With those letters still in existence, we simply can't do business together, old son. And if we can't trust each other, we may as well end it all right here and now. Giles, come on, give me the letters. We'll have some fun. It'll be like old times, like Phoenix.
It's not that easy, Aaron. I mean, it's like I'm putting my life in your hands. And I know what you can do.
Giles, give me the letters. Good.
They were eating out of my hands. If I had stayed 5 minutes longer, they would have been begging me to run for post.
I still don't see why you had to tell them I'd gone balmy.
Dramatic license. Besides, teaches you a lesson for opening your big mouth in the first place.
Well, at least the whole disaster is over and done with
But
now.
has it been a disaster? I mean, nobody actually questioned what I was standing for.
That's true. And you're much more widely known than you were before.
Exactly, which will stand me in good stead for the next time.
That's right.
It's not going to be a next time.
Why not?
Well, if you do, I'm leaving the country.
Evening, all.
G'day.
Alistair! Jessica, what a lovely surprise. Come and join us. Have some coffee. Lars, more cups, please.
Actually, we've come to ask a favour.
Anything.
Well, Jessica and I have just been going through defence strategies for the trial. And we were thinking, well, it might be useful to talk to some of the people who were there. You, Chelsea, Gemma, just to see if we might have overlooked something.
I've often found that getting people to talk through things after all the hoo-ha has died down, well, it can reveal the most amazing things.
You're good. Very good. Although I must say, I do feel that reports about my illness have been somewhat overstated. But then again, you were probably under considerable pressure at the time. Oh, come on, Giles, you're about as much fun as dandruff. What, you're thrown in your lot? Relax, you might as well enjoy it.
When do we get moving?
Soon. There are just a few things that need to be put into place first.
Yeah, well, we can't wait too long.
Relax. The fun is soon to begin.
I can't wait to see Maxine get hers.
Oh, everybody's going to get what they deserve, Giles.
And no one can remember anyone acting suspiciously, hanging around the house, stuff like that. Chelsea?
Only Rex, but then he always acts like that.
This is serious, Chelsea.
That's okay. What about you, Gemma? You remember anything?
No, nothing.
Ah, I'm not surprised. Oh, of course, you were,
Paralytic.
Okay, since the murder attempt, has anything suspicious happened in the business? Strangers hanging around?
No. I mean, we were all a little bit on edge, but nothing suspicious.
That's kind of strange. The premeditated nature of such a crime usually precedes another course of action. An insurance claim or a business takeover, running away with a lover. You don't commit a crime like this just for the hell of it. Unless you're mad, of course.
Excuse me. I'll just go and get some more coffee.
Who would benefit from Rex's will?
Oh, I don't think he's got one. Thinks he's immortal.
Will you excuse me? I think I'd rather have tea.
Hope you two know what you're doing.
You just leave it to us. Don't worry. It'll all be sorted out soon enough.
Problems?
I don't know why you're doing this. I didn't frame Alistair.
Mutilating photographs is a hobby. Come on, Gemma, who else could it have been? No, I've been working out a few things and I've figured it out. You hired someone to make those explosives. It won't be too difficult for the police to find out who. Not many people around with that sort of talent, and besides, half of them are police informers anyway. So, you've got the explosives, and then you pretend to get drunk at the wedding and scoot outside. 5 minutes to set things up, and then it's back inside for a few more drinks. Then it's out like a light time. Only you're not, really. A couple of minutes to jog down the road, biff Rex off the cliff, and then it's back to bed. Meanwhile, poor old Alistair's out on his way to the stud farm, not an alibi in sight.
You're in this together. You and he. You're making all this up to get him off.
Me? In collusion with Alistair? Come on, Gemma, it's not his style. No, I'm very sorry, but this is just me. And you. It's called blackmail. If you really want to know what it is I want, why don't you give me a call, arrange a meeting? Oh, and, I have tea.
Caro, I'm sorry.
Fine.
No, I really am. I've been behaving terribly towards you.
Yes, you have.
It's this. I feel trapped, immobilized. All my life I've been able to plan things, make things happen, and now I'm stuck in this damn contraption, and I feel powerless. I've been taking it out on you. If you desert me, they may as well wheel me off the cliff again. See if they can do a decent job of it this time.
You make it sound so melodramatic.
I love you, Cara. That's why I married you. Not because of Miranda's money and not out of spite. And I want you to love me too.
I do.
Ah, Alistair's coping remarkably well.
Well, he's certainly not taking it lying down.
They breed these Redferns tough.
They need to. Oh, my life is such a mess. What with Rex and Alistair and Giles, I mean, I've got enough problems to last a lifetime.
Well, think of it this way. At least you can put politics behind you.
I was okay this afternoon, wasn't I?
Oh, you were perfect.
Sorry. Oh, what on earth are you doing been dressed up like that?
It's early. I'm off to a club. So what?
At your age?
Age is just a state of mind, Maxine.
Well, careful you don't bring home any strange men.
Oh.
This place isn't a bordello, you know. You see? My life's a mess.
Oh, you exaggerate.
And what about you?
What about me?
Not so long ago, you were chasing Magda. Are you going to hightail back to her, jump ship if the going gets rough?
Hey, it hasn't exactly been plain sailing so far, has it? And I'm still here.
I'll give you that much.
It's me. You wanted to talk. A very wise decision. I'll contact you tomorrow to let you know where and when to meet. Goodbye. We've got her.
Oh.
We'll meet all right.
Oh, it's the gilt on the gingerbread, the icing on the cake. It's monuments and mirror glass, the city's on the make. The devil takes the hindmost and no one counts the cost. It's such a sweet seduction. Glass. Could call it ambition. Did someone whisper greed? Don't want you for a friend if you're a friend in need. Now don't